All right, what is going on, guys? Trevor here for another day of MLB Picks for May the 5th, and just going to hop right into it. Yesterday's recap, got there with the Tigers, the first 5 run line, 2 nothing after two first inning dingers off of Verlander there, and held that all the way to the end for the money line for a 2-0 on the sides there. Bellinger got those total bases, 2 hits off of Corbin, 2 of their first 3. And then Luzardo didn't get there, finished with 6. Even with the extra, had over 100 pitches, just got touched up pretty big time there. And Chapman, the late ad, but doesn't get there. 3 strikeouts. I mean, don't want to say it's kind of lost his powers, but teams are also pitching him differently now, straight outside right away. I noticed that with the Red Sox all series. Started him outside. We're not even get a chance giving him anything over the heart of the plate, so take the L on that, but up almost 2 units on the day, so can't complain there. And we will hop right into today. We have the Cubs and the Marlins over 9, -110. Also, Jorge Soler over 1.5 total bases at +124. Marlins are sending out Edward Cabrera. He's got a 4.67 ERA, 174 WHIP, 27 innings this year, 25 walks, 36 strikeouts. Justin Steele for the Cubs, 149 ERA with a 320 expected ERA, 36.1 innings with 24 hits, 8 runs with 6 of them earned, 11 walks, and 32 strikeouts. Cubs versus righties at home, they're batting 271 with a 332 on base, 427 slug, 759 OPS, and a 109 WRC plus. And the Marlins versus lefties on the road, they're batting 310 with a 362 on base, 437 slug, a 795 OPS with a 118 WRC plus, and a 37.7 hard hit percent, which is 5th most in the majors. And the Cubs bullpen the last 2 weeks has been, it's not been great. 4.17 ERA, 124 WHIP, 269 BABIP with an 11% walk rate. And the Marlins bullpen has been atrocious. A 5.82 ERA, 157 WHIP, 317 BABIP, and a 10.6 walk rate. Obviously, you can grant some of that to the Braves beating the hell out of them, but it still hasn't been good. And Soler versus lefties has a 364 batting, a 1,000 slug with a 481 OPS, 4 bombs, and 6 extra base hits this year. He's 94th in the average exit velocity and 85th in a hard hit percentage. So I think if he's been crushing lefties, so he gets a hold of one, it's leaving the yard with the wind blowing out today in Wrigley. And that bullpen for the Cubs hasn't been the best, so I think he can get there with one swing of the bat, or he's got 4 ABs today, so he can definitely get there. And Marlins are hitting lefties pretty well on the road, and I think Justin Steele is due for a bad home outing, so I'm gonna bank on the bats and the wind to help us here with both sides scoring some runs today. Next, we have Boston over 3.5 at -115. Zach Wheeler at home, he's pretty good, but he's got a 3.12 ERA, 17.1 innings, 115 WHIP, 6 earned, 9 walks, and 22 Ks. The Red Sox versus Wheeler, they got a 290 batting average, 419 slug, 8.8 walk rate, and a 20.6 K rate versus him. Versus righties on the road, the Red Sox, they got a 252 batting average, 320 on base, and a 452 slug with a 772 OPS and a 112 WRC plus. The last 10 games versus righties, 327 batting average, 384 on base, 537 slug, a 921 OPS, 34 extra base hits with 14 of them leaving the yard. The Phillies bullpen the last 2 weeks, they have a 256 batting average, 141 WHIP, 343 BABIP with a 491 ERA. Other than Kike and Reese McGuire, everyone in the Red Sox lineup's producing. Extra base hits, homers, RBIs, you name it, up and down. They're killing it, and I think Wheeler's due for a bad outing at home here, and the Phillies bullpen's not gonna do them any favors. So I think the red hot bats for Boston carries over away from home, but I think they can still get it done today. Also, next up, Rays run line at +105. Yankees are sending out Johnny Brito, a 5.56 ERA, 141 WHIP in 22.2 innings, 21 hits with 14 earned, 2 bombs, 11 walks, and 17 strikeouts. Road games this year, he's 12.2 innings, a 126 whip, 10 hits, 6 earned, and 1 bomb. And night games, a 7.13 ERA, 17.2 innings, 19 hits, 14 earned, and 2 homers with 10 walks and 11 strikeouts. Rays are sending out Yanni Chirinos, .64 ERA, .57 whip, 14 innings, 6 hits, and 1 earned. So a bullpen day for Tampa here. The last 2 weeks versus righties on the road, the Yankees have been 229 with a 265 on base, a 301 slug, a 566 OPS, and a 57 WRC plus. The last 2 weeks for the Rays versus righties, a 259 batting average, 327 on base, 490 slug, and 817 OPS with a 129 WRC plus. There's no Judge or Stanton for the Yankees, so I don't really see how the Yankees are really going to keep up with the Rays here tonight in Tampa. And then the final pick, we have the Royals over 4.5 at -125. Oakland sending out Kyle Muller, 6.28 ERA, 29.2 innings, 40 hits, 20 earned, 4 bombs, 15 walks, 20 strikeouts with a 192 whip. On the road, 9 innings, he's got 14 hits, 10 earned, 2 bombs. Night games, 9 ERA, 13 innings, 24 hits, 13 earned with 2 homers. And versus lefties this season, he's giving up a 500 batting average. Yeah, I mean, I don't really see how Oakland stays in this game with that bullpen. They're just going to give up runs galore, and I think the Royals are going to cash in. They're doing pretty well versus lefties this year versus compared to righties. They have a 274 batting average with a 403 slug, 684 OPS, and they have a 34% hard hit percent, which Muller gives up a ton of hard contact. So with the wind blowing out, it's 72 degrees tonight. It's blowing out to left field at 13 miles an hour. I think the Royals are just going to bat around tonight. So over 4.5 is a solid play for me. And that will do it today. Good luck with all your bets, and we will see you tomorrow.